Have you read all this?
Yeah.
What do you make of it?
Not a lot. What do you make of it?
Buried and reburied Roman treasure? Bloke dead in Amsterdam? Girlfriend Brand dead in Glasgow? Not a lot.
Now, perhaps you can tell me where I'm driving.
Sturtley.
Why?
You see old Carter Jones, who taught me geography at school. There's nothing he doesn't know about this area.
Of course, I'm just out to pasture now. You remember I used to quote Carlyle to you boys?
I don't remember, sir.
In British society, the problem is the submerged tenth. A tenth of the population is utterly useless. That's me.
Well, I don't think so, sir. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. You've heard talk of this hoard of Roman jewelry, sir?
Oh, well, who hasn't? We grew up with that immortal line, a fortune under 4 oaks by a river.
Have you any idea where that might be?
Well, there are 4 rivers near here, and when Sir Peter Percy said that in 1771, within 20 square miles of Tunlow, well, there would have been 10,000 oaks. Many near rivers.
But not now.
No, no, the Georgians wouldn't have been popular with the Green Party. Every twig of oak hacked to the ground for shipbuilding, charcoal burning, barrel making. Yes, 4 rivers, and then in mid-Victorian times, the canal.
Canal?
Yes, the great Tunlow Canal. Well, it went from Tunlow to Edgbaston. It was never a commercial success. It fell into disrepair in the beginning of the century. It dried out.
Well, I've never heard of it.
Well, you might find the old course on the map there.
Show me.
I seem to remember you were never very good at geography at school. Lacked application, if my memory serves me correctly. There you are. What's that then?
There are 4 rivers. The Scallop, the Turf, the Fallon, and the Counter. Look at their courses. Notice something?
Well, 3 of them meander over the countryside, and the 4th, the River Canter, starts out meandering and then straightens out for a section, about 6 miles.
So?
What?
The dotted line that Carter Jones showed us. The old Tunlow to Edgbaston Canal, now dried out.
Yes?
This country lane, from Halford to Tunlow. Let's have a drive down there, shall we? Pull in.
This place has been empty a while. Filth on the windows. To the occupier. Postmarked 4 months ago.
Look at those.
Mostly oak.
Mike? 1, 2, 3, 4. Before oak trees die of old age, in the grounds of an ancient cottage, and as their canopies thin out, so they let the light through, and the seedlings start growing again. So, more oaks.
There's no river here.
Well, we'll find out who owns this cottage, get a metal detector and start digging. Crown treasure. Buried, found, reburied in 1990s plastic bags.
How did you know?
Centurion told me. Oh, Betty, take a copy of this and send a fax to Inspector Taggart in Glasgow and Van der Valk in Amsterdam. Right, the fax reads, on carefully looking at the map of Tunlow, I saw that there were 4 possible rivers that might relate to the quote. The fortune under the 4 oaks by the river. 3 of them meander through their course. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. 3 of them meander through their course. The 4th, the River Canter, starts by meandering, then straightens out for a stretch of 6 miles. On today's maps, there is a dotted line of the Tunlow to Edgbaston Canal. I said, dried up and defunct for the last 80 years. I concluded that this straight stretch of river had been diverted, yes, by the Victorians to provide water for the canal. Not enough, as it turned out. I now decided that the 4 oaks had originally stood by the river before its course was diverted. That's it, yeah. Yeah. In the old days, country folk built by rivers.
Everyone needs drinking water, fishing, and a river for transport, etc. I noticed on the map showing Tunlow Vale Lane, there were meandering clusters of habitation set back from the lane. These proved to be Georgian and Victorian houses and cottages. I then went looking for 4 oaks down this lane. I found a number of oaks in the grounds of Garston Cottage. From council records, it appears this cottage was rented for the last 3 years to Jules Stein, murdered in Amsterdam, and the brain-damaged girl in Scotland.
They'd obviously worked out where the hoard was, reburied it in the self-same place, but taken some samples to Scotland and Amsterdam to sell.
Clearly somebody learned their secret and attacked them to find the whereabouts of the hoard. I'm delighted to say the hoard has been discovered and will shortly be delivered to the British Museum, pending a decision about treasure trove.
Oh, and Betty, take another copy of this and send it by mail to Mr. Carter Jones, Sturtley. Quote, I may lack application, but can I have 7 out of 10 for inspiration? Signed, Wexford.
10 out of 10, I'd say.